Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm happy to do this tarot reading for Taurus placements or anyone involved with a Taurus. The messages may or may not resonate. I appreciate your presence and energy, and I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, Taurus, I'm going to start your reading off with the Moonology Messages Oracle. And as I was shuffling that deck for you, you guys got Night Moon Shadow Work, okay? And we will get into that. That's 104. So that number could mean something to you. Somebody could be a May 14th, a April 24th, April 25th. And then we have May 5th and also life path number 5. And 5s represent changes, Taurus, okay? So we will get into Night Moon 104. You're being asked to face your dark side. In terms of your current situation, be honest. What part of you are you ashamed of? What is triggering you right now? These are some of the questions the universe and the moon would like you to ask yourself now. We all have a shadow side, and yours needs looking at when this card comes up. Your shadow is the part of you that you fear or are ashamed of and find hard to love. Until you learn to embrace your shadow, it can get in your way. And whatever blockage you're facing now almost certainly comes from the fact that there is something you don't want to admit to yourself or to someone else. Maybe you need to confess that you're not as happy as you've been making out. Or maybe someone else needs to let you know that. Maybe you've had dark thoughts that have impeded your progress. It's all good. Learning to love all parts of you is key here. The outcome you're chasing now lies on the other side of your fears. Additional meanings. Accept yourself, shadow and all. See your situation through loving eyes. Release a grudge you have against someone. Try shadow journaling for more insight into your question. Forgive yourself and love yourself. In psychology, the shadow self is a concept introduced initially by the renowned Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. It describes aspects of our personality that we reject and repress, okay? So, big deal there, Taurus. Some things could be coming up because your readings have been so magnificent lately. So maybe some things are, just coming up that you could have buried or avoided, etc. But maybe some of you guys, since you have more like financial freedom or liberation, these things are coming up for you. That's just going to be for some of you. We'll get into your reading, which brings me to the Houseplant Tarot deck that we're going to be using for your reading. As I shuffled that for you, Taurus, you did get the 8 of Cacti. So the number 8 could be significant. We are in Scorpio season. Your opposite counterpart, Scorpio, is the 8th sign of the zodiac, okay? Somebody could also be a May 8th. I feel like 8s have a balance to them. Like 8s represent prosperity and they represent the calm after the storm. But I also feel like you can get stuck in a loop. If you consider the shape of the number 8, it is like basically two bubbles or two circles. And it's like or a figure 8, we can find ourselves on loop with the situation when we haven't quite figured out like how to deal with it or, how to take it here, okay? Oh, but the 8 of Cacti is a card. It's the 8 of Swords. So it's a card of feeling stuck or feeling trapped. It could be trapped by some negative thoughts that are going through your head on loop, like the number 8, over and over and over, very futile. They're not really helping you, and they are on repeat. So that's where the shadow work kind of comes in, is to free yourself of any guilt or shame, etc., especially if it has something to do with the parts of yourself you're ashamed of. Or, those negative thoughts that keep us feeling trapped or stuck, that can prevent us from like moving forward or taking action in our life when that's the one thing we want the most to do. But the 8 of Cacti is about, feeling trapped, in any situation. Like feeling trapped by a person, a circumstance, or a mindset here, okay? And thank you, Spirit, for overseeing this active divination for Taurus in their highest good. If you guys are interested in a personal, please reach out to me. My email is in the description. And any other information that you may need. Taurus. One more for Taurus, please. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, 10 of succulents at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys are really grateful for your lives, for the people in it that you are really close with. I do get an overall sense of happiness and joy and maybe like a close connection with your family. But at the same time, there is this energy of feeling trapped. Okay. And it could be trapped by your own thoughts. Even if they were impressed by others, I feel like it's safe for you to let them go. So you guys can feel like 100% happy with what's happening in your life. I feel like many of you the guilt might start setting in, especially if you are affluent AF here, Taurus. Like your readings have been so good. Some of you guys may be making like hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars on a regular basis, and maybe for the first time. So sometimes that can come with guilt. Depending on your personality type, you can feel there could be some shame attached to that. Like I have so much and others have so little. You know, I know a few people that make millions of dollars, and that sort of sets in after a while. You know, I've even heard of that. It's like, I feel bad that I have so much and others have so little. That doesn't mean you deserve it any less here, Taurus, okay? But this 8 of cacti is something that has you feeling stuck. You could be feeling stuck by some family obligations as well. But why it's all happening here is the 4 of cacti. So I feel like there's a need for you to meditate, get grounded, and start to focus your thoughts. And you could focus your thoughts in an obsessive way, because the 8 of cacti does represent obsession. You could start being obsessive about what you want to grow, what you want to experience, what you want to change. You know, even if that means like, you know, I would like to feel worthy of all of this money or all of this affluence or all of this love in my life. I want to feel worthy of that. I don't want to feel guilty or ashamed for having all of this. You know, when others don't have that, that could be something that you start to focus on. You shift your mindset on what you want to experience. And for many of you, it's this joy and this happiness and this abundance here. So some of you could, you could talk it out with somebody. That would definitely help you. The swords represent communication. And I feel like the 4 of swords could be a meeting with people that you really trust, or they could be professionals, people who are paid to assess your situation and come out with like a formula that will work best for your situation. But just, a group of people, a mastermind, if you will, that you can sit with and maybe be open as you're comfortable with about what it is you're experiencing or going through. I feel like you could get some help or some clarity even in that way. Okay. So crowning the reading, Taurus, is the Lovers. Yes. Okay. Gemini energy. There could be a Gemini involved in your situation, or you guys could have Gemini placements, or it's really the energy of like, I feel like there's a lot of love around you with the Lovers and the 10 of succulents. Like there's a lot of love around you, and there is a high chance that there's a lot of love in you, Taurus, like that's permeating through your spirit. And that's okay. Like that, you're not wrong for that. You are not wrong for being a millionaire. You are not wrong for having a massive house. You are not wrong for being a complete powerhouse when it comes to your career. And you are not wrong for having a loving family. Okay. So, but the Lovers is like the love you share with another person, and attraction you share with another person. Or this is also like the love you have for yourself, all of you, Taurus, even your shadow side here. Okay. There could be someone in your corner that it would, could help you through this. For those of you having some challenges about, what's going on with you in your life, I feel like they could provide some insight and some clarity and some understanding. Okay. They're not going to think you're weak or any less of you. You also have the Strength card here. So there could be a Leo influencing your situation. You guys could have Leo placements, but it's an energy of inner strength. And the inner strength that you have applied to your life. Many of you have had to be very strong over a long period of time, especially those of you that have attracted or even worked hard for the abundance in your life. You've just had to be quite resilient and overcome some things that really fucked with your head for a while. Like you could have had, someone that you really love and you really want to get along with, you really want to see eye to eye with, just talk shit to you, talk down on you, almost like hate on you here, Taurus, and that might be where some of this guilt is coming from somebody that you want their approval more than anything, whether you even admit it or not. You want to resonate with this person. That's why the Lovers is crowning the reading. You really want to make peace with someone, but they are interested in making war with you. And some of you may feel like it's your fault or there's something you could have done. Taurus, there's nothing you could have done. You've been so strong for so long. You've literally done enough is what I really feel intuitively. At the foundation, you have the Ace of Flowering Plants here. So the Ace of Pentacles. So it may be time for you to limit access to yourself regarding anyone around you that kind of keeps you in that negative loop, that keeps you feeling trapped in your mind. Even though you have nothing to feel trapped about, things in your reality are going quite well, considerably well. I know that people have been envious of you because that's been coming out in your readings for the last several months. You've been doing you. You've been focused on yourself, improving yourself, doing everything that you feel will improve the quality of your life. And people are just mad about that. They are fucking pissed. And has nothing to do with you. Really, you guys may be taking on that energy, but it has more to do with the inadequacies that they feel within themselves, Taurus. Okay, it's not your fault. You did not do anything to make anyone angry. It's their own feeling of inadequacy or guilt or shame, etc. Some of you guys may have water in your chart, fire placements too. I can see that, but you guys could just really kind of be empathetic, and kind of take on other people's energies. So the Ace of Flowering Plants is indicating, it's an Ace of Wands reverse. That could just be indicating to me that enough is enough. And it's time for you to set some healthy boundaries and say no to certain things, like, no, I cannot loan you that money. No, I cannot babysit your kid. No, I cannot, go take care of your household while you're gone out of town. Whatever. Like, no, I cannot let you bully me. No, I cannot do that. Like, or I will not do that. Like that. It just may be, I see that inching on you guys, like a need to just set some firm boundaries so that you guys are not the ones being stuck in the negativity that's imposed on you, Taurus, by other people, no matter how fucking close you are to them, no matter if you share blood, no matter if you grew up in the same household, no matter, if you guys have been best friends for ages. It's like, it is not fair to you that you've worked so hard to make your life look like a fucking dream that somebody wants to shit on that. It's not fair. What's coming towards you is the Tower reversed. So this is Pluto energy. So you could check your Capricorn house if you'd like, just to see what Pluto is really trying to do in that house for you. It's going to be a collective energy, but still, the message is still powerful. But this is you like dodging a bullet here, and I feel like the bullet is being dodged because you were starting to decline. You were starting to say no. You were starting to protect your energy. You were starting to understand how important self-love is and how far it has gotten you in your life. And that it is completely and utterly unfair that you are trapped in a mental cage because other people refuse to get their shit together. That's what that is. The energy that you're in, my boos, is the Chariot. Some of you guys have Cancer placements. Really strong, or there could be a Cancer influencing your situation. But this is you guys moving forward. This is you guys taking control of the situation, and merging your shadow side and your light side and embracing all the parts of yourself, no matter if you think they're shameful or not. It's you really coming together. And I find that doubly so with the Lovers and the Chariot. This is you moving on with love for yourself and a newfound respect for yourself, and not feeling like somehow your accomplishments are wrong because other people just refuse to take a hard look at themselves, like you either have done, Taurus, or you're doing now. They have refused to do that. So they're still stuck at square one or square zero even. Level zero, like the movie Kung Fu Panda. But anyway, you guys are moving on courageously with control. Some of you guys may be into yoga and be really good at it, or maybe that's advice that's something that you could consider is yoga. That's going to do work wonders for you. It's going to put you in that 4 of cacti energy where your mental peace is perfect, practically. There are multiple levels to yoga, Taurus. Like some of you may have looked at people doing yoga and felt like that's something you couldn't do, but you could be opening your mind to new things like that. Some of you may already be involved in yoga, but it's going to give you that breath work to calm you down, to stabilize you, to remind you to stay present and to always love yourself. You're always worthy of love. And it's going to get oxygen in various parts of your body that would normally not see that. You're also going to, get stretching. It's just there's going to be multiple levels of benefit to the practice, totally up to you, of course, but it's worth the investigation here. Environmental factors, Taurus, is the 8 of flowering plants reversed here. Okay. So I feel like someone around you, I hate this for you. I feel like someone around you is trying to slow your progress, Taurus. Like they want to slow you down. Like, look at this. You're moving so fast in life, with control, with vigor, with confidence, with this championship energy. And then you have a screeching fucking halt with the 8 of flowering plants, but it's environmental. So I feel like it's another person's energy. It's that person that has tried to bring you down or said horrible things to you or about you, but you do love them. So, it's been maybe challenging for you to set boundaries with them, hence the strength in your past energy. But I just feel like, somebody would like to stop you. I think with this Chariot energy, you are going to pulverize through anything standing in your way. You guys are going to get to a place of feeling worthy of every single thing you've accomplished and accumulated in your life. And you're not going to feel fucking guilty about that bullshit any longer. I'm just starting to feel a sense of dominance within my own body, a sense of assertiveness and standing the ground is what I'm really kind of picking up for you guys. No, I worked for everything I have. I've had to overcome so much to get where I am, and I'll be damned if I let anybody stop me from where I have yet to go. Okay, no matter how much I love them. I'm also feeling like the more you progress, Taurus, the more someone else declines. It's not your fault. It is not your fault. I keep hearing, somebody just needs to do some inner work and look at themselves the same way you looked at yourself. Okay. So, and this could also be you putting a stop to access to you with the Ace of flowering plants and the 8 of flowering plants reversed. It's no, you're saying no, you're not going to have to be defensive or walk on eggshells or anticipate the worst because you have 9 wands on the board. So it's really you coming out of a period of having to dim your light or block your shine to make somebody else feel better or to make someone else feel more adequate. Okay. That is another number 8. So the number 8 is recurring here. You've got 8 3 times with the 8 of cacti, the strength card, and the 8 of flowering plants. Okay, so that's a number of prosperity, Taurus. You're in a very prosperous season in your life, and you should be enjoying that wholeheartedly. Guilt the fuck free, guilt free. You have the sun here. So this is the second time Leo energy has shown up. Many of you have planets in Leo, or there's a Leo strongly influencing your situation. I feel like whomever this Leo is, depending, there could be multiple Leos. Someone could have a Leo moon, someone could have a Leo sun, etc., so on. You guys could have Venus and Leo or whatever. I just feel like you guys, once you push past any blockages, whether they are self-imposed or there's an attempted opposition from someone else, I see you guys like really seeing clearly the way things are instead of the way you wish things were. I just feel like this sun is illuminating everything for your highest good. You guys are getting to this place of like staying here in the 10 of cups. You have the 10 of cups and the sun. It's hard to get better than that here, Taurus. Yeah, there could be a few different Leos influencing your situation, but I do feel like there is a Leo around you. There could be more, but there's definitely a Leo around you that is really good for you. They're really positive influence in your life. They mean you well. They mean you the best. They could say things to you, Taurus, to make you feel confident within yourself, to help you resonate with strength and being strong, and telling you that you're a champion, and telling you that you make them happy and that you deserve to be happy. I definitely get this Leo energy around you that's very, very healthy for you. There could be a Leo, like, I don't think it's a Leo sun. I think it's a Leo moon or something like that. Leo Mercury, whatever. There's an envy. There is an envy, and they feel trapped in their own stuff and their own lack of growth. And so you get to be the punching bag or the dumping ground for this person's inadequacy here, okay? So how does this conclude, my beautiful bulls? I'm so proud of you for how your journey, how far you guys have come. The King of Potted Trees, Taurus, the King of Pentacles. You are a rich girl. You are a rich boy. You need to own that and be okay with that. Like, if other people want to accumulate wealth or love or status in their lives, then they can come to the same conclusion that you came to. And they can find a way to attract it into their lives just like you did. But this King of Potted Trees is a very grounded, stable, wealthy person who is, I'm seeing as someone who's very happy, very jolly, someone who loves to laugh. I'm seeing these images of like Santa Claus is always smiling, and it has a very like childlike energy. Obviously, if you got to drop off toys around the world in one fucking night, you got to have some type of positive attitude about that. But I just get this energy of someone being very happy and very like loving and nurturing and very good with children. Also, children may be very drawn to you here, Taurus, as well. For whatever, whether they're your own children, nieces, nephews, strangers, whatever. I feel like children really enjoy your energy very much. But, this concludes incredibly well for you. It concludes, this is a very strong finish. I just feel like you guys have been carrying around some guilt that doesn't even belong to you. You have the another eight of potted trees, 8 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like there's something you're not working on anymore. You're not going to give it your energy, your attention, your finances any longer. Like you guys are going to pull out of investing in this altogether and maintain your 10 of succulents. For others of you, you can quit your 9 to 5. You can quit, or you are in a period of your life where you do not have to go to work for someone else. If you want to, fuck it, go ahead, but it's getting to the point where you don't have to, or you're already at a place where you do not have to work. And, that might push someone over the edge. Like, that might just be the straw for them. Like, goddamn, but like I said, they need to work through their own shadow. And that shadow card, Taurus, since I've gone through this reading, I feel like that shadow card is somebody else's card. It's not even yours. If it is, take it. But I feel like it's not even yours, unless there's a guilt associated with all of this incredible energy in your life. But the number 8 is very prominent here. You guys are meant to be prosperous. You guys are meant to be abundant. You guys are meant to overcome challenges and be happy, be jolly, be kid friendly, like you're so awesome that kids love you. But this is a very beautiful reading. You do have an 11th card. Oh, we went over this. Yeah, this is the 8 of Potted Trees reversed, the 8 of Pentacles reversed. So it's like, I just see you pulling out of something that no longer requires your attention. And, some of you guys can quit your 9 to 5, or you're about to celebrate not ever having to work for another living soul again. Taurus, I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm a fellow Venusian. I'm Libra sun. I love your energy. I rock with you. I know how loyal you guys are. I know how down and devoted you are, but I feel like you guys are learning to give the same energy to yourselves. Okay. So reach out if you want a personal. I'd love to have you subscribed. If you already are, thank you. Comment if this reading resonates. And thank you so much for the likes. So I wish you so much love, Taurus, so much light, abundance infinitely. And until next time, my dear sweet bulls, take care.